The vast expanse of the world's oceans holds many mysteries, and among the most intriguing are the tales of ghost ships. These vessels, once manned by crews with hopes and dreams, now drift aimlessly, devoid of human life. Their stories, often shrouded in mystery, captivate the imagination and evoke a sense of wonder and melancholy. Join Viewcation as we dive into abandoned ghost ships that are still floating the seas today. The mysterious case of the Mary Celeste. The tale of the Mary Celeste is one of the maritime world's most enduring mysteries. A ship found adrift with no sign of its crew, its story has been a subject of countless investigations, theories, and even fictional adaptations. The Mary Celeste set sail from New York City, November 7, 1872, bound for Genoa, Italy. Aboard the ship were Captain Benjamin Briggs, his wife, their young daughter, and a crew of 7. The ship was laden with a cargo of industrial alcohol intended for fortifying wines in Italy. On December 4, 1872, the Canadian brigantine Dei Gratia came across the Mary Celeste drifting aimlessly off the Azores, an archipelago in the North Atlantic. To their astonishment, the crew of the Dei Gratia found the ship in good condition, but devoid of its crew. The ship's only lifeboat was missing, and there was a significant amount of water in the hold, but the cargo was largely intact. The last entry in the ship's log was dated 10 days prior, suggesting that whatever had occurred happened quickly. Several aspects of the ship's condition puzzled investigators. The ship's galley appeared to have been in use recently, with food and utensils set out. Personal belongings of the crew and passengers remained undisturbed, and the ship's compass was shattered, and its sextant and marine chronometer were missing. These clues led to a whirlwind of theories, including mutiny. Some speculated that the crew mutinied, killed the Briggs family, and escaped in the lifeboat. However, those who knew the crew members dismissed this theory. They cited their good character. Piracy. Another theory suggested that pirates attacked the Mary Celeste, but the presence of the ship's valuable cargo and the crew's personal belongings make this unlikely. Some also believed that a waterspout or a sudden sea quake might have panicked the crew into abandoning ship. After the discovery, the Mary Celeste was sailed to Gibraltar for an official inquiry. The ship eventually returned to service, but seemed cursed with a series of misfortunes. She changed hands multiple times before her last owner intentionally wrecked her in 1885 in an attempt to commit insurance fraud. Over the years, the mystery of the Mary Celeste has been revisited by numerous investigators and researchers. Modern theories have considered everything from underwater earthquakes releasing gases to alcohol fumes creating an invisible explosion. But despite these efforts, the fate of the ship's crew remains an unsolved enigma. The Carroll A. Deering. The Outer Banks of North Carolina, with its treacherous waters and shifting sands, has been the final resting place for many ships throughout history. Among these shipwrecks, the story of the Carroll A. Deering stands out as one of the most mysterious and intriguing. This 5-masted commercial schooner, found run aground with no crew aboard, has become one of the most talked about maritime mysteries of the 20th century. The Carroll A. Deering embarked on its fateful voyage from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, to Portland, Maine in August of 1920. Under the command of Captain W.B. Warmell, the ship was transporting a cargo of coal. After successfully delivering its cargo, the ship set sail for its return journey to Norfolk, Virginia. Before its mysterious end, the ship had one last known contact with the outside world. On January 28, 1921, the Carroll A. Deering was hailed by a lightship near Cape Lookout, North Carolina. The lightship's keeper reported that a crew member aboard the Deering stated that the ship had lost its anchors. The crew's behavior was described as milling around in a suspicious manner, and the ship's course seemed erratic. A few days later, on January 31st, the Carroll A. Deering was found run aground on Diamond Shoals, an area off Cape Hatteras known for shipwrecks. Rescuers boarded the ship and made a series of startling discoveries. The ship was completely abandoned, with no sign of the captain, crew, or the ship's cat. Personal belongings, navigational equipment, and the ship's logbook were missing. The ship's galley showed signs of a recent meal being prepared, and the lifeboats were missing, suggesting the crew might have tried to escape. The U.S. government launched an extensive investigation into the disappearance, involving multiple agencies, but despite their efforts, no conclusive evidence was found. The Baltic Sea's sunken treasures. The The Baltic Sea, a brackish inland sea located in northern Europe, is a treasure trove of maritime history. Its cold, low-salinity waters have preserved shipwrecks for centuries, offering a unique window into the past. From ancient vessels to warships from bygone eras, the Baltic Sea holds secrets waiting to be discovered. The unique conditions there make it a haven for underwater archaeology. Its low salinity, cold temps, and a lack of shipworm, a type of wood-eating worm that destroys wooden shipwrecks in other parts of the world, have resulted in an exceptional state of preservation for sunken vessels. Some ships resting on its seabed have remained almost intact, with their structures, cargo, and even crew's personal belongings preserved. The Baltic Sea's shipwrecks span various historical periods. Ancient cargo vessels from the Viking Age and Hanseatic League offer insights into trade, navigation, and shipbuilding techniques of their respective eras. These ships, often laden with goods like ceramics, furs, and amber, provide valuable information about the trade routes and economic systems of ancient civilizations. Divers like Jonas Dahm and Carl Douglas have dedicated their careers exploring the Baltic Sea's depths. Their underwater photography has brought the world of these sunken ships to the surface. Their book, Ghost Ships of the Baltic Sea, showcases hauntingly beautiful images of these wrecks, capturing the intricate details of the ships and the artifacts within them. The unexpected discovery in the Atlantic Ocean. In 2013, Matt Rutherford and a colleague from the Ocean Research Project were on a research expedition when they stumbled upon a site that was both eerie and intriguing. Floating 800 miles off the coast of Bermuda was an upscale boat, seemingly in good condition but devoid of any human presence. The boat, which would have been worth hundreds of thousands of dollars when new, was drifting aimlessly in the vast expanse of the Atlantic. Upon boarding the vessel, Rutherford and his team were met with a scene that raised more questions than answers. Personal belongings were scattered throughout the cabin, suggesting a hasty departure. Clothes, navigational equipment, and even food supplies were left behind. The ship's log and other documentation were missing, making it challenging to trace its origins or intended destination. The discovery of the abandoned boat in the Atlantic serves as a reminder of the challenges and dangers of maritime travel. Even in an age of advanced technology and navigation tools, the sea remains unpredictable. The incident also underscores the importance of proper preparation and safety protocols for those venturing into open waters. Now it's time to hear from you. Had you heard about any of these ghost ships before?